Good job.
Good morning, folks. It's the Cap Guy show starring the Cap Guy and JT. He's right here. Good morning. And guess I better turn off the Warner Brothers. That ain't what I meant to do. And wanted to welcome y'all to the show, right? Yeet. And we're going to tell our jokes, show what we sold. By the way, that first clip was one of my dog's Baby. I've had Baby for about 14 years now. She's a rescue dog from the pound. She was a pup when I got her. The mother and the whole litter were there, and we picked him up after one of our other dogs had passed away. And she's one of the fastest dogs I've ever seen. But that little soccer thing, of course, that was a basketball she was using, hitting it up on her nose and running around. That's self-taught. I didn't do any of that, and it's always amazed me how she loves to do that. And of course, you praise her a little bit, and she wants to do it more and more. But she's a great dog, been with me a long time, and I'll miss her when she does go, or unless I go before her. But that's just amazing to me what she can do with a basketball or a soccer ball. And again, it's self-taught. But I thought I'd show that clip. It's kind of cool, and I filmed a few of those. That's one of the better ones, but it is what it is. So we'll get into the show, and JT's going to tell you a couple of little jokes. Yes, I am. About time you let me talk. Anyway, it is a Cap Guy show, and I'm JT, and we're in Oklahoma. All right. Why are pianos hard to open? Pianos? It's pianos. I said pianos. Why are pianos hard to open? The keys are on the inside, goober. Oh, now you're going to call me names. Well, you're making fun of me talking with me and the way I say things. Well, I don't know. My use of the English, God, I can't even say it. See? What'd I tell you? My use of the English language isn't always the best either, but yeah, okay, whatever. All right, tell your other one. You sure? Yeah, tell it. How do you make a fruit punch? I don't know. How do you make a fruit punch? Give it boxing lessons, goober. Oh, now you calling me names again. Well, this just didn't start off on the right foot with me today. So you get on what you sold, and I'm going to sit over here and watch. I may make a comment or two during your video. Well, you just do that. Oh, man, what a rough morning. I thought this was going to be a good weekend. It is going to be sunny, and I know you don't care about the weather, but 64 degrees, I think, today, and the rest of the week, 70s, and possibly a few storms, but hey, I want 70s in my life. That's why I used to love San Diego so much when I was stationed there. I love that weather. But anyway, we ended up with 14 sales, 2 home runs, knocked them out of the park. And I'll get into those, and it just amazes me the things that are valuable that you don't always know about when you're picking. And you learn and you learn and you learn as you go, and not only from other YouTubers and pickers, but talking to people, and then obviously comping and looking up things. I've already sold 3 this morning and a couple of unique items, but I'll get into those tomorrow. The 14 items I sold made some good money. Again, 2 of those were home runs, and I'll get into those, and we'll discuss them as we go along. By the way, this is my second video because I had everything done the last time, and I glitched at the end showing that video of Baby, and it took me forever to get it to quit glitching the internet. I don't know what AT&T's internet's so slow all of a sudden, but here we go. First item we sold were these Hollister jeans. They were $69.50 originally, and I picked them up at a Goodwill. I paid $7.63 for these. I've had them for a while. They're 32 30s. Yeah. And like I said, they're new with a tag. I only got $15 for them, but I moved them. And again, as I've said many times, I'm trying to get out of the clothing business, so profit's profit. I ended up making $11 or $8.50 off these, so they're gone. Next item is Call of Duty. This is actually a lot of games. This is Call of Duty World War II and Black Ops, and I found these earlier in the week, and I've already made my money back on these. By the way, I do take pictures of the backs too if I have enough picture availability. I like to show what the disc looks like as far as the shape it's in on the back. And because it's two, you see two of these. And then I like to show I got kind of from Kevin, he props his stuff up, his video game type stuff. I didn't do that because I don't have the little plastic thing to set it on that he does. But as you can see, my picture taking on this recent stuff has gotten a lot better. It is a white background, poster board on the bottom, and a trifold Dollar General crafting poster board type thing in the back. And back to what I sold, I paid $2.94 a piece for these. I'm already in the profit. I bought a Xbox One system, if you hadn't heard, and 18 games. I've already sold. This is about 7 of them now, and I'm already well in the profit. I paid $150 for all of it, and I'm well approaching $300 in sales now on all of it. So over $150 in profit. Again, I had $588 in the 2 of these games. Individually, they weren't worth a whole lot. Together, I got $20.89 for them, plus shipping. They paid me medium L shipping. I did upgrade it to first class, as I always do during these times, to get it to them quicker. I know people are cooped up and they want to play. So I actually ate 59 cents on this. Do what you want, but I still made $11.10 on it, but I just think it's good customer service to do that. The next one's just a basic t-shirt. It's Old Guy's Rule. I got this at the bins. I paid 80 cents for it based on weight. As you can see, it is a 3X and 3X and 2X. Those do sell really well. Nothing special about it. It's just a basic t-shirt. Had 80 cents in it. Sold it for $12.99 with free shipping. It cost me $4.18, and I ended up making $6.05. And another t-shirt gone. This one I also found at the bins. I paid 18 cents for it. Gold's Gym. Again, it's just a snapback cap. Nothing, again, special about it other than what it has on the logo. And I had 18 cents invested. Sold it for $11.30 plus shipping, and I ended up making $11 because I put it in a poly bag and it weighs less than 4 ounces. And I've never had a problem doing that. I know that people put them in boxes, some of you guys do, but I've always used poly bags. On a rare occasion, I will put it in a box depending on what it is and what I think of it. And why is the next one not coming up? Here it is. This is Nepos. I thought when I found this, and I found this at a Goodwill, and I'm trying to get it to scroll here. It's a Giants jersey. So initially when I looked at it, I thought it was a San Francisco Giants jersey, and it's not. It's a Busan Bigs 2008. This is a Korean major league team. Had a couple of marks right here, and as you can see here, it's a button-up jersey. It's even got the size 105, which is not an American size. I don't even know what that equates to. It's probably a large or an extra large. I paid $4.34 for it, and I sold this for $15.50 with shipping. I made $12.05. The next item I sold, as soon as my internet will let me see it. Let me see if I move on to something else, it'll pop up. Well, while we're waiting, man, I hate this internet all of a sudden. I went to an estate sale back in January, and it was an estate sale where the family was holding it. And when you go to those, usually you get a better deal with the family running it versus a company, because they're trying to make money for the people that are the heirs. And at this particular one, this person, that was a lady, had a ton of vintage board games and card games and things like that. And I went through them, and I don't know a lot about them, but I comped a couple of them while I was there, but there was so many I just wasn't going to go through them all. I picked up probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them, and when I got them home, they were all pretty pristine. There was about 2 or 3 that were missing some pieces, And I sold one. It was a Rubik's Cube game a couple months ago for about $60. I paid 75 cents a game. And anyway, I put them away because I was working on other things, and you know my death pile, what it looks like, soy pod. And anyway, when I started seeing other videos, you know, talking about video games and puzzles and things that people are in the house and they want to play, I decided to break that bin out a week ago or so, and started going through the games, recomping them. And this game, and I was amazed, is very valuable. It's a 1986 Milton Bradley Stratego game, and it's got these little pieces in blue and red. This game was in pristine condition. It's 1986. When I opened it up, the board has not been scratched, cut. I mean, in this area, you usually will see stuff like little scuffs where they move the parts or the pieces around the board. I don't know if they played this ever, and you can see what it looks like in its box when I opened it after the board was pulled out. It's got the instructions, everything. So I comped it, and it comps out about $89. So that's what I listed it for. I had an offer the other day, and I threw out an offer of 70, just trying to move it again, having 75 cents invested. Nobody bought it, so like yesterday when my phone dinged and I saw this, I was ecstatic. I sold this for $89 off 75 cents. That is a home run. After shipping, and they paid shipping as well, I made $78.20. So when you see these video games, you grab them. The next item is another bin find. Back in the late fall, I found a little bag of about 30 Nintendo DS games without cases, and I sold a couple of them early on. I mean, I got 5 cents a piece invested in these based on the weight. They just hadn't sold, and I lotted them up. I've had a bunch of Marios together. I had a bunch of Pokemons together. I had just some of the ones that aren't worth a whole lot of money together, and they just weren't moving. Nobody wanted to pay, and I had watchers all over them. But I decided yesterday to break them up. I had Zelda games in the case from another pick and some other stuff. So I decided I'm going to list these individually and just see how I do. Now, in some of the lesser games, I did lot them up, but on the Marios and the Nintendo Pokemons and stuff, I'm going to make more money by doing it piecemeal. And I know it's time consuming, but again, I had 5 cents invested. I sold this for $24.99 with free shipping. I made $18.40. I wouldn't have made that keeping them lotted up like I did. The next item, and I found this at the Ross clearance in January. And for those of you who don't know what that is, every year in January, Ross has a clearance. And the racks are good quality items, name brand items for less than $10. And I didn't pay, I don't think, on anything more than $4.99. I bought a bunch of Under Armour, Adidas, Nike cleats and tennis shoes. They were bigger sizes, and I didn't give more than $3 for any of them. Matter of fact, I don't think I gave even $2 for any of them. I've sold one pair. I got about 10 left, but as the summer progresses and we get out of this thing, those will probably start flying off the shelves. Again, the only negative to this situation is that all the Rosses are having the same sale, and the system is flooded with them. So I guess my suggestion would either be to list them at a lower price to move them, to compete with everybody else, or hold them till the spring when everybody else has maybe have sold, and then jump them on here. But this is a Kate Spade dress, and size 12, brand new with tags, $348 originally. It's called a crepe flip dress, whatever that is. But I paid $3.99 for this dress. I sold it for $63.71 plus shipping, and I made $51.75 off this dress. And again, that's a home run, in my opinion. So check out Ross. I'm already in the profit on Ross. I spent $70-something total, and I've got another item in here. I sold 2 out of that same sale, and I've got probably close to 40 items still left to get rid of. The next item is a Vince Carter Toronto Raptors vintage champion jersey, size 44, which is a large. I've had this for probably 2 years, paid $4 for it. I had this and another champion Charles Barkley vintage jersey, which I sold. It was a Suns jersey. Sold about a week or two ago. This one had a little hole in it on the right-hand side towards the back. I let the customer know, so I gave him a better deal. I still got $22.50 out of it, plus shipping on top, and I made $15.40. The next one is just a basic tee, but it's a Born Fly. It's kind of a Jordan type theme, I guess I would say. It's a 3X. It's brand new. I didn't give more than a couple of dollars for this, and I may have got this at Ross, but I'm not quite sure. But it's in pristine condition, and these are pretty popular. It has set for a couple of months, so it is what it is. I sold it for $15.49 with free shipping, and I made about $7 on this. The next item, when I first started getting to video games, a couple months ago, I didn't know a whole lot about some of them. This was a Madden 13 case in a thrift store, and I was picking up all of them and just anything without really knowing the value. And I found a couple of them in this store on this same day. One was a Game Boy Advance game that I sold for $60 that was in the wrong case. And this one I didn't pick up on initially. I just grabbed it. It was Madden 13 PS Vita, and I wasn't real familiar with Vita. And I paid $2.58 for it. I get it home and I start listening, and I don't see the 13 initially. I didn't catch that because it is a Madden 13, but it's Unit 13. And when I comped it, I realized it was worth more than the Madden was. So it's in the wrong case. I did list it, and it took a little while to sell, but I ended up selling it yesterday for, now I got to find it here. It's on my list. $16.99 plus medium mail shipping. I upgraded it to first class, $8.13 on the shipping. And when it was all said and done, I made $11.50. The next is another Ross find. This is an Adidas women's workout top. It was originally $28. And it's just a tank top, but it's a nice gray women's large. And I paid 99 cents for it at Ross during their clearance. Again, grab that stuff. I sold this for $11.50 with free shipping. I only made $5.90 on it, but again, it was a profit, and I'm just trying to, again, move the clothing. And the last two items are items that I picked this week at a private pick. I bought a bunch of these Ralph Lauren Denim Supply shirts, large, pristine condition, every one of them. He had a couple of multiples, and if you go to my Sports or My Game store, you'll see that there's a bunch of multiples in different colors. Now, there was only one green and one in yellow, and I had a guy in Canada wanted to buy them. I had this one for $16.99, buy it now, plus shipping, and the one I'll show you in a minute, I had for $22 opening bid, buy it now for $35 because it's unique, and there was not another one like it. Of that color too. And again, I paid $5 a piece for these. I bought a bunch of them. This is going to be the third between the two of these, and I sold one the other day, a red one with an Indian chief on it, for $16.99. The yellow one is right here, and again, I paid $5 a piece. I worked out a deal with him, and it went through the GSP. Sold this one for $25 with free shipping, the other for $16.99 with shipping. So combined, I made $26.10. The total was $41.99 in sales on this, but all in all, a very good, it's turning out to be a very good, lucrative pick. And I'm not in the profit yet, but that's 3 shirts in a couple of days that I've sold, and I've got watchers on some of the others already, so... Again, it is what it is, and I don't do as I say, do as I do, and don't do that either, because I said I wasn't going to do clothing, and then here I am doing it. So on the day, I had 14 sales, $44.52 in cost of goods, $361.85 in total sales, and $261.80 in profit. I will take that all day long. So y'all have a great weekend. Me and JT will talk to you tomorrow as we always do. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell back over there. And if you want to hit that one, you can too. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Cap Guy out.